animal at the center of it, where we can rotate in different animals. You may at one point get there, and we're actually teaching our cheetahs to run on cue. Because one of the things that we want you to see is just the power and the majesty of a cheetah going 50, 60 miles an hour. So we have some amazing animal trainers that are teaching our giraffes to eat and our cheetahs to run. But you'll have different shows. We'll do a lot of keeper talks. We'll rotate animals in and out. Again, the sights and smells of the animals as they interchange is great enrichment for them. But this will be something that will be changing throughout the day. So as you come in different times on different days, you're going to have a different experience. And that's really what we really want to have happen. Giraffe feeding, the pavilion that you see here, it's gigantic. And you'll be right at head level with giraffes. And as I said, we're bringing upwards of 15 giraffe in. Not all of them will feed, but we've had some giraffe whisperers out in the wilds that are teaching the giraffes because they're timid animals to some degree, but they can be the ones that do this. This will be an amazing experience to be able to sit there and feed a giraffe. We can't have Africa without Jack. We're replicating one of Jack's tented camps. He's actually heading to Gabon in another week to go filming, and he sets up camp, and he's out there for 2 weeks, and it's pretty grueling. It's people want to travel with Jack to go filming. Well, they're up at 5 a.m. and they've got to be there until dark, and it's fun, but it's also a grueling setup. But we're setting up a camp, and another immersive opportunity that we're going to have is that the vervet monkeys will be able to have access to this periodically. So we might have children that could come in and set up a camp, and maybe they're putting an apple or peanut butter or something in Jack's boot, whatever. They'll let the monkeys in, and the monkeys will do what they'll do if you let a camp, if you leave things around camp. So this again will be another thing. As you guys know, Jack's really known for interactive experiences. When you come to our zoo, we want you to. Our slogan is touch the heart to teach the mind. And if you're able to get access to a leopard or a penguin, and children particularly get to see that, then they go home, they want to learn more about it. Well, you certainly want to know more. You want to be in tune with what your children are interested in. The more you learn about an animal, the more you're going to want to help that animal and save that animal. So this will be a very, very interactive opportunity throughout. Gives you a little bit of the footprint. Obviously, we're significantly well on our way. We're looking to open somewhere the second week of May. So it's not very far off, but we're making terrific progress. One of the things also that I didn't mention, but we're building on the edge of Africa a very significant event space that will seat probably up to 500 for a seated event, a dinner, up to 1,000 for cocktails or a reception. You'll be able to come out onto a veranda if you're at a party. You might want to do a big Rotary event there and feed a giraffe while you're having a cocktail or whatever it might be. So it's going to be a dramatic space. It's going to have its own parking lot. So you won't have to just park in the zoo lot. We'll have a separate lot. And it's going to be something really, really dramatic. Look at the time. I know we've got to get out of here in a few minutes, but was asked to talk a little bit about the possibility for a satellite zoo experience downtown. And we have been asked by the city planners and fathers to consider building something on the Scioto Peninsula next to Cosi across the river. I think you've seen some things about the Veterans Memorial opportunity there. And the zoo has agreed, if we're able to pass our next levy, we'll find out whether we're going to be on the ballot our plan is to be on the ballot in May. If things come together, we will do so. Some of the proceeds then, there will be a 0.5 increase to our 0.75 mils that we currently are, so it would go to a 1.25 mil. But that would help us generate the funds to maintain the experience that we have here in this area, but also build something pretty spectacular downtown. The plan would be to bring something that's not currently up here. So right now we don't have a South American exhibit. What we're looking at bringing in would be a rainforest type experience, coupled with an aquarium type experience that would also have an outdoor, pretty significant playground experience that would not cost. We want to be able to be accessible to the people that live downtown and the surrounding areas that may not have an ability to come up here often. It'll have an event center as well, so that we'll be able to do meetings and weddings and what have you. It'll be pretty dramatic. We aren't sure of the cost right now. That we're doing a lot of going around the country, looking at what's the finest in the country and what could we bring here. It'll be a lower price point, probably something under $10. It'll be a less of a time experience. Obviously, we don't want to take away from our zoo, but we want to enhance it. So it'll be an opportunity maybe to go spend an hour and a half, go see that, whet your appetite a little bit. And for those that may not be able to make it up to the Powell Dublin area, have a wonderful experience downtown. So you'll hear more about that. Again, that will be part of our levy effort, and as I said, that may take place as soon as May. We've been very fortunate with the levy, as you all know, and I thank all of you who are Franklin County residents who have voted for it or supported it. These have been 10-year levies. They generate a significant amount of money, and we use upwards of 70% of those dollars for capital purposes. It's really what's made this zoo special. It's really what makes it really one of a kind in the country. There are a lot of wonderful zoos, but they're located in older parts of town. They're landlocked, and they don't have an ability to really grow and stay as relevant. We have land. We've acquired additional land. The golf course may end up a golf course forever. It may not, but it's a wonderful placeholder for us to determine where we might go. So it's because of the support that we have of all of you. I know many of you are members. Many of you are donors. We appreciate that. We're very excited about this. This will be another landmark occasion. It's the largest thing that we've ever done. It's upwards of a $45 million project. And so we're very pleased. I know we got a couple minutes left. If there's any questions that you may